But look how you've grown.
Daddy!
So good to see you, son. You win the war all by yourself?
Well, I had a little help.
Well, I salute you.
Then you salute us all.
Hi, Billy.
Oh, no. And look who I'm visiting with.
Margot, is that you? Why, you've grown every which way.
I was just delivering the book your daddy ordered.
Now, Daddy, have you been reading again?
I have, son.
Daddy, I warned you about reading. That can make you smart.
I know. All the hillbilly police.
Oh, Mr. Kane, Billy's been sending me his stories from overseas, and I've got a stack of them all in.
And I got published in the Stars and Stripes.
Oh, Billy!
Did you get my latest?
I did. You can come by the bookstore and pick it up.
Well, what'd you think?
Well, you don't have to know everything all at
Oh,
once.
Margot, that is so you. Mom inside, are you making her plow again, Daddy?
Well, Billy, I better get back.
What's cutting into her? And where's Mama? Mama! What is it, Daddy? Daddy?
No way to write you, son. We had a visitor while you were pick a floor up on a roast, son. Those were her favorite. Here she is, under the water.
You got her a gravestone, Angel.
There was this lovely one in the back of Julia Wolf's garage. She made me a nice deal on it as a courtesy.
It's beautiful.
The owls are speaking tonight. I'll go hear what they have to say.
Mom, when I was in the mud up to my knees, I thought it'd be you more than me, not this way around. And I'm sorry, Daddy put an angel over your grave. You always used to make fun of people for doing that. Said you'd rather let your deeds speak for your time on earth. Mama, thank you for the way you raised me. The way you spoke made me a curious lover of words, and you always pointed me toward the writers who used them well. Remember when you had me copy stories out of the Asheville Southern Journal, just so I know what it feels like to write well. I made it back home like you always said I would. But I never imagined homecoming could be so cruel. You're my mama, and I place my hand here to touch you now and forever.
She's gone. She's gone. You know how much she loved you, son.
Oh, here it is, Max. Since when did you become such an avid reader?
Since you took over the bookstore, when you stopped working at the soda shop, I lost 3 pounds. Margaret, would you like to go to the movies with me sometime?
I don't want you to spend your money on me.
It'd be cheaper than buying all these books.
Hello, Max. Okay.
Hi, Billy.
Margot, sorry it took me a while to make it in.
Oh, I thought it might. How are things with Daddy?
He's doing better. It's strange. We both swear we can hear him call out to us sometimes.
And how are you doing?
I started writing again. That brings me comfort. A thesaurus? Are you writing now?
No, Max just returned it. He thought it was a book about dinosaurs. Oh, and Billy, I read the story you sent me.
I've been wondering about that. What'd you think?
Well, it started out great, but
Oh.
then it got better and better.
It did?
Yes, Billy, you've grown so much and so much fun. Now I caught a few typos and retapped it on heavy bond. In fact, I retapped them all.
Thank you. Thank you. Margot, I've been thinking, what if I submitted some of these stories to the Asheville Southern Journal?
Oh, Billy, yes! Yes! You were always so tentative about it. What made you decide that?
I'm ready for my life to begin. I'm ready for it all to start. My heart's about to bust. Don't beat the way I must follow my own bright star.
And we still got that special delivery stamp I've been saving? Oh, we sure do.
No, I'm not mailing them, Margot. I'm gonna hand carry them to Asheville and sleep like a dog on their doorstep till I get published.
Good luck, Billy.
Many a long cold night, I pulled down in the dark. Now made a vow, if I ever made it out, I'd follow my own bright star. Bright star, keep shining for me. Shine on and see me through. Bright star, keep shining for me. And when day
question. This sign is often wrong.
Don't mind Daryl.
If someone wanted to submit some stories to your
Oh,
magazine.
let me hand them to the nice man.
Then wave them
Whoa,
goodbye.
I waved them goodbye.
Because our editor, Miss Alice Murphy, is one of the keenest editors in America. The New Yorker magazine sent people down here to try and hire her away.
But she wants to stay right here in North Carolina.
That's good.
Not for young tadpoles like you.
She once made Ernest Hemingway cry. He went right there, banged his fists against the floor and sobbed.
Why?
He used to come up to join two independent closets.
Look, I came all the way from Hayes Creek and I gotta get back. So.
Well, aren't we busy?
Can I pick up my stories tomorrow?
Look, you think we're gonna read these by tomorrow, if at all?
I'm sorry, but we don't even read young writers anymore without a whopping letter of recommendation.
Now, where did that door go? Oh, there it is.
No, Thomas Wolfe read them.
Thomas Wolfe,
Yes, he read them and wrote me back saying I had talent. I sent them to him last year.
you can leave your stories here. I'm a great admirer of Thomas Wolfe.
Well, thank you. I'll tell him you said that. Oh, you must be Miss Murphy.
I don't have to be, but I am.
I'll wait to hear from you. I'm William Kane.
Oh, I'm writing your name down. William.
Mr. Ames, hand me those stories. I'm going to read them.
Why?
Because he's a liar, and liars sometimes make very good storytellers. Now, what about the new submissions?
Let's see, we have several. One from Carl Sandburg.
Well, we should certainly look at that.
One from Tennessee
A
Williams.
very promising new writer,
And
yes.
one from Joseph Algonquin.
Another one. He's always terrible.
Miss Murphy, it's time you knew. Joseph Algonquin is my pen name.
Well, maybe you've improved. I'll take a look at it.
Don't bother.
Miss Murphy, there's a dance at the Shiny Penny tonight.
And
Those officers returning home keep asking about you.
When a female walks in that place, there isn't a head that doesn't swivel.
no, tonight I want to cozy up to a few unnecessary adverbs and then cut their heads off.
I've heard stories about you, Alice Murphy. You weren't always such a wallflower.
No, not always.
The whole world is rejoicing about the war being over.
And you should go out and celebrate too. Come with us, just this once.
Way back in the day, I would have gone with you. Way back in the day, you could not have kept me away. I was the life of the party. I was happy and carefree, dancing on the floor with everybody. He was next to me. We'd sing and we'd sway to every song together. Way back in the day, I cannot wait to get away. Moonlight music from across the river calling, playing through the night. I would run barefoot through the sounds of summer to be with everyone. Way back in the day, you never would have had to ask me. Way back in the day, I knew the first one to say, "Come on, what are you waiting for? It's all going on outside of your door. I won't take no for an answer. You're coming out with me." Now that's a sight. The mayor's son with his sleeves rolled up preparing an icebox.
Well, if it ain't the little princess of Zebulon. Princess, what's the matter with preparing an icebox?
Jimmy Ray, an icebox has no moving parts. There's ice in a box. My granny could repair an icebox. I think you're just showing off your muscles.
Keep talking, Alice Murphy. I'm curious how your mind works.
Okay, you remind me of Adonis. You know who Adonis is?
I sure do. He's a Greek god.
Well, you remind me of him. In fact, you remind me of the myth of Adonis when he repaired the icebox.
You ever think you're a little too smart for this
All
town?
the time.
What makes you so sure?
I entered an essay contest in Raleigh. The first prize was $5 and I won it.
What was it about?
I wrote about how there should be a rebirth of Southern writers, all writing about the Southern way, and that's how we can make our voices known.
I don't know how a group of judges from Raleigh could ever turn that down.
They couldn't. I took that $5 and I put it toward my college fund.
How much do you have in your college fund?
$5. You want a biscuit?
I wouldn't mind having a biscuit.
Your hands are dirty. You don't want to eat a dirty biscuit.
Well, I guess you better feed it to me then.
Now, you and I were thinking the exact same thought.
You got a little wildcat about you, Alice Murphy.
What's that book?
Hey there. F. Scott Fitzgerald. He's a new
I
writer.
know who he is. The beautiful and damned. Is that us, Jimmy Ray?
Damned if I know. You're sure beautiful. I finished it. You can keep it.
If my daddy sees the title, he'll kill me.
Read it under the covers.
So, who you taking to the couple's day dance?
I don't know yet.
Well, I'm standing right here in front of you.
That's not proper, you asking me.
I read in a book that sometimes you have to plant an idea in a boy's head.
Well, that might be a pretty smart book. You're a young girl, and you ought to know better than to be here, knowing everybody there. Oh, mama, you back up slowly, quick, get away, hurry on home. Oh, mama, and the ringer go, and your papa get a shock and have to run me out. Hide in the shadows, calling out the trees. Way back your window is for blessing when you sneeze. Someone will look
question the Lord.
I'm not questioning him. I'm just saying maybe some of my ideas are better.
Black sheep,
Little ox lamb, should've raised you with a firmer hand.
black sheep.
Little ox lamb,
Could have raised you with that in my hand.
do right for me. Do right for me. It's bad for the family.
Jimmy Ray, you were supposed to be here a while ago. Sorry, Daddy. I was out fixing Underdale's icebox. Can you believe my son? I'm trying to hand an empire over to this boy, and he's out fixing an icebox. What's that? Application for college. I've been thinking about it. 4 years away from home, when everything you need to learn I'm teaching you here within these walls, your grandfather taught me and I teach you. That chain must not be broken.
Well, Daddy, I understand, but I thought we discussed this.
Stanford, do I sense disinclination?
None of my business, man.
There's a whole world outside Zebulon, and I want to get to know it.
Who are you getting this from? Where's that book you've been reading?
I gave it away.
Good, let the jazz age infect someone else.
Man, the Conklins.
The Conklins in Charlotte? What about
They've got a beautiful daughter, Ola.
Well, a daughter with resources.
it? Stanford, what exactly isn't your business?
The Conklins are a family with produce trucks that drive across this state. And we are the second biggest purveyors of produce for 300 miles.
You want me to marry someone for her trucks?
That's an equation they don't teach in college.
Well, where's the romance in that?
Romance?
I have no comment.
No comment? What do you think that was?
Just have lunch with her.
I couldn't do that. I know their daughter. She's a dumbbell.
Doesn't have to be her. The Wilsons in Winston-Salem have a daughter, and a very active horse farm.
I've met her. She's indistinguishable from the horses.
How about Naomi Wise, the daughter of tobacco? And she plays the banjo. All right, I know.
Daddy, I couldn't carry on a conversation with any of them.
You don't have to carry on a conversation. Do you ever see me carry on a conversation with your mother?
It's not necessary.
And that is a tragedy.
Son, the way it works is, the business is handed down, and we marry conveniently in order to live well.
Don't break the chain, right, Daddy?
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do when a man's gotta do what he's got to. A well-bred wife with a silver spoon and knife will butter your bread twice as good as you do. I remember when I was your age, that's when I was settling down. Your mother and I were engaged, and I opened up a bank account.
Can't expect the future to be just like the past. You haven't got a clue, sir. Please try to understand.
extraordinary.
Really extraordinary?
I am sorry I said that too fast. Extra ordinary.
Don't mind Daryl. Can I get you a cup of coffee?
My nerves are jittery enough already.
Shot of vodka.
I don't drink.
Billy, if you want to be a writer, then you've got to drink alcohol and feel sorry for yourself. We'll meet you one night at the Shine Penny.
Going.
Well, Mr. Kane, it's very rare to have a young writer make it past our gatekeeper, Mr. Ames. Your Thomas Wolfe letter certainly helped. He wrote you last year.
Yes, overseas. Thomas was very kind to me.
Well, Thomas Wolfe letters are extremely rare. Did you bring it? I'm down to see you.
I did, never far from it.
If I were you, I would protect this letter. It could be very valuable one day.
Thank you, ma'am.
It is, indeed, valuable already, since Thomas Wolfe died 7 years ago.
I missed that.
Obviously.
Well, you can imagine how difficult it was to get that letter. Are you sure?
I'm as sure as he is. He's buried right here in Asheville.
Look, Miss Murphy, I'm just doing what I have to do. I never would have made it through that door.
Clearly. Hear your stories back.
Did
Mr.
you read
Kane.
them at all, Miss Murphy?
Like I said, hear your stories back. Except this one, which I'm buying for you for $10.
But I thought you said...
I am not publishing it, but I'm investing in you. You have a flair, Mr. Kane, not for the scourge of war, but for gentleness and tenderness, and also the well-timed lie. You write well.
You mean that, Miss Murphy?
I don't have time to hand out compliments I don't mean, but you will write better when you find your voice. You need to find a sweeping tale of pain and redemption, in the people you know and in the people you meet.
$10. I'm rich! Oh.
You never know what life will bring, only what you bring to life. Hopes and dreams and fun imaginings, they happen in their own good time. They happen in their own good time.
Margot,
Oh, hi Max, what is it?
these things are always hard. It's time for me to move on.
From what?
Us. I hope you understand. It's not you. It's me.
Oh, hi Max. Oh, you're being dramatic. Oh, she's got a fatty. I nipped it in at the waist. Slender thing. Every young woman deserves a new dress. Tomorrow I turn 21. I've known Billy Kane since I was 6 years old. It's time he sees me in a new way. As the woman I am. Good for you. Billy's back from Asheville today. And he said he was coming over here with a surprise. A present. Something he got there. There's a jewelry store in Asheville. Billy, I'm so happy for you.
Hello, Margot. The bookstore looks spick and span.
I just made room for a new magazine, Max.
Well, that's appropriate.
Oh, how?
Got something for you.
Oh, you said you did. I was wondering.
It's my new address.
Oh.
In Asheville, I'm gonna live there and write
Are
there.
you sure that's $10 from the Asheville Southern Journal?
Well, not published yet, but...
Billy, that's so exciting. A real
I
adventure.
can still send you my story. Is that all right?
Of course. You're gonna need someone to cash this check.
Are you kidding? I'm gonna frame it.
If you frame it, you can't cash it.
Hello and goodbye. Will you miss me?
Like I missed trouble.
Did you ever think you might be selling a magazine with one of my stories in it?
Yes.
Oh, Margot, I could almost kiss you.
When you get to Asheville, write me if you will. Tell me how you're doing, how it's treating you. Do you like your new job? Did you find a new love? Is it everything that
Daddy made me. He thinks it's good business.
He made you dance with her too?
Daddy thinks we're still living in the old South.
Well, are we? This is Hicksville, Jimmy Ray. We're the Hicks in the Ville if we don't get out. So, what was she like?
Who?
Oh, what, Conklin?
Well, she slipped rum in her tea.
Well, that's something to regret it.
Why are you favoring her? You should be jealous.
Not me. I've got to believe in myself, don't I?
Are you playing me like a fiddle, Alice Murphy?
I'm not playing.
Alice! Alice! Where is that girl?
I think she went down by the river.
Sure, it's down by the river a lot. Sure brings her rod and reel.
I think she's landing a fish anyways.
Alice! Alice!
Oh, that's Daddy. It's cold. Sorry. I've got to get back.
What could be better than holding you close to me like this?
I'll be in trouble if I stay out late again.
10 more minutes in my arms won't do any harm.
What could be better than holding you close to me? I can't imagine improving this moment at all.
If I asked you for a kiss,
How could I resist?
if you said this was heaven, I would not disagree.
Be better than holding you close to me like this.
I dreamed of it every day since I turned 16.
Lightning strike me, I'm not
You're all that I need.
Let me stay here forever. I don't want to go home. What could be better than holding you close to me like this? When there is music and dancing inside of love.
Lightning strike me, I'm blind. You're the one I love.
It's a malady we see around here sometimes that affects your women. You're about 11 weeks pregnant.
Oh, Lord.
Not the Lord that did it. That only happened one time that I know of. You've been running around, Alice Murphy.
I don't call it running around. Love is not running around.
Does he love you?
I think he does.
Alice, when you tell him, he'll know.
Oh, Dr. Norquist, Zebulon has 1,000 eyes in one single tiny body. How can trouble and happiness walk hand in hand?
They sometimes did.
What should I do now?
Come back here in a few weeks. I can handle this on out for a while, and don't worry. You can trust me with this news.
conceivable.
Jimmy Ray, sometimes you are too eloquent.
She's gonna have a baby?
It appears she is.
I should go see her.
And what?
Tell her I love her.
But you don't mean that. Now, it might feel like you do, but you're young, Jimmy Ray.
I know those feelings. Those misleading ones, I've felt them before, but with Alice, it's different. She has these special qualities that...
Special qualities? Those special qualities exist in your imagination. And the last thing we need is you carrying around a callow bride and child everywhere we do business. Now you let me take care of this.
Daddy, no. It's my right and my responsibility.
My son was speaking before you.
Have you ever stood up against society? Very few can withstand it.
There are ways to undo these things.
Undo?
That's a crime upon a crime.
This baby would destroy Jimmy Ray's career. I thought you loved my son.
I do!
North Carolina doesn't abide by illicit couples.
You don't want to go to a home for wayward girls. They're like prisons.
I know a place several hours out of town. A cabin in the woods where you can stay until you figure things out. I've done it for others.
It sounds to me like you're being offered a sanctuary.
Alice, Jimmy Ray will ask you to marry him, but you must say no. He is still a boy. Now, if you wait just a year, he will be one of the leaders of Senate, and eventually all of North Carolina.
If this were known, there are people who wouldn't do business with him.
You wouldn't do that to Jimmy Ray.
Of course I wouldn't. Of course.
Well, then you must wait.
Wait, Alice Murphy, wait. Go to the cabin in the woods.
I'm gonna make you a sweater and dress you up so fine, and we'll always be together. I'll keep your hand in mine. If you're like your daddy, handsome, strong, and true. If you're like your daddy, all the girls will be chasing you. My baby, I can't wait to see you. Oh, Jimmy Ray,
Look at you. You look like you're standing in the moonbeam.
that's the way I feel.
I want to set things right. Marry me. Will you marry me, Alice Murphy?
Oh, yes, Jimmy Ray, yes, yes! But we can't right now. Not right away.
What? Why?
We need some time. The people in this town always looking at us sideways.
I don't care about that.
And so many reasons. Dr. Norquist offered a cabin just for a short while where I won't be seen. It's the only thing that makes sense right now.
Why are you giving me trouble, Alice?
Don't you know I'm always gonna get you trouble?
Alice Murphy.
Jimmy Ray.
I can't wait to meet you and shake your little hand. If you're like your mama, you'll make me a happy man. I'm gonna make you a promise to love you for all time. I'm gonna make you a promise to keep your hand in mine.
Murphy has to meet me here. Am I being sent home in some 12 weeks? I haven't published anything.
She's on her way.
Well, that sounds scary.
Daryl can make happy birthday sound scary. Show him, Daryl.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. Well, Mr. Kane, your latest submission is a bit of a mess. What's going on?
I'm sorry, Miss Murphy. I sent it to Margot and I haven't gotten it back, so I just turned it in. Yeah, frankly, I'm starting to get a little discouraged.
Well, don't get discouraged. Work on it with Daryl. He's a fine editor.
Yeah, why did my mouth just go dry? How about if I work with Lucy?
No, I should keep you out of harm's way.
Miss Murphy, what do you think of it?
What do I think of it?
Yes.
Well. First you need to cut out 300 words.
300? Which 300?
The superfluous ones. You look shocked.
But I always thought that was pronounced a superfluous.
And you should open with your second paragraph, not the first. The action begins there.
Well, what do I do with my first paragraph?
Turn it into a lullaby because it put me to sleep. And the second to last paragraph should be cut.
What? I cried when I wrote that.
Clearly, it's as purple as a baboon's butt.
Miss Murphy.
Well, it's true. And then there's this last sentence. It flows nicely, but I'm curious.
About?
Now, why, Mr. Kane, would you end your essay with a word 99% of our readers would have to look up? ... the longing of the human heart in its search for propinquity.
I did that on purpose, Miss Murphy.
Why?
It's the only $5 word in the whole piece. And because of it, I get the impact of the ending twice. The reader lands on a striking word with elegant cadence, propinquity. Then the reader goes to the dictionary, the longing of the human heart, and its search for closeness.
I'll tell you what, if you can sway Daryl, you can sway me.
So then there's hope.
Let me put it this way. No one has ever swayed Daryl.
Bright star, shine for me, shine on and see. Bright star, keep shining for me, and one day I'll shine for you. I'm glad this thing's out here in these woods and not in our house.
Oh, Twyla, wake the baby with your rain.
Thank God, boy. You know, it was evil after that, right, Alice? You bewitched me. Mr. Murphy, ladies.
You came to see your grandson.
So, this is the chomp.
Isn't he beautiful?
Yes, fine looking.
We named him after his father. Isn't that right, little James? And where is Jimmy Ray? He's been here every day cooing over his boy.
He's on an errand to Durham.
On a Sunday. Stanford, you come to see the baby?
Love children.
This terrible, tragic situation must be salvaged.
Fortunately, there is a solution.
And I am here to see that it is implemented. A legal and completely anonymous adoption.
What? No, that is not a solution.
A legal and completely anonymous adoption, that is the only solution.
I have the papers drawn up, right?
Are you aware of this?
Somewhat. And I've spoken to Jimmy Ray and he agrees.
He agrees?
Certainly does.
I doubt that.
Didn't he, Stanley?
He sure did.
You were not a baby, and only your father had to give consent. While the true father in this scenario is decidedly unclear.
You watch when you talk about our daughter. Nobody's taking my baby!
You've got to be reasonable! Don't deny him a better way of life when he can grow up with pride. Folks will laugh and talk behind his back if you bring home a bastard child.
You can't take him. He's my baby. You can't take my baby boy. Daddy, don't you let him. Mama, don't let him. You can't take my baby boy. father's a tender man, and right now he's searching scripture to justify what he's done, but the Bible's not a Bible. How's Jimmy Ray doing? Mama, he's gonna meet me in Raleigh as soon as I get settled, and we're gonna find our baby. That'll be a joyous day for all of us. Lonely, can feel it lonely to my soul. I had it all here in my arms. I knew the joy of true love. You got the light, you got the way. We're never all alone. So long, sweet embraces. So long, summertime. You got to fight, you got to say, I'm never gonna stay down. You got the night, you got the day. I've got the old dark cloud. The sun is gonna shine again. 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 Long time
drinking.
Something's gotta calm my agitation.
You should be lying down. Here's your medicine.
There's no doubt about it. I'm turning as yellow as a sunflower. That's poison in my liver, they tell me. That's a swift thing.
Maybe not.
Suitcase, where you headed?
Chapel Hill.
Overnight?
Maybe more, maybe a week or more.
Who's gonna take care of me?
I've arranged it.
You take care of me! The son takes care of the father, the same way the father took care of the son.
I'll be back.
What's in Chapel Hill anyways? Business, I hope.
What do you think?
That girl that almost ruined you? You stay away from her! Trouble once is trouble always!
She and I are bonded, and we have a child out there somewhere. Together, maybe we can find him in Lake Lane.
Find him.
Why not? You'd be surprised what we can
You will
accomplish.
never find that child.
What do you mean?
You're still holding that suitcase, Jimmy, right? That's better. I took care of my son that night. I made everything right for you, so you can go into the world without encumbrance.
That adoption should have been my decision.
There was no adoption!
What are you talking about?
I cleansed you, sure as I was dipping you in baptismal waters.
Is this the liquor talking?
Nobody knew the mayor on that train. I got in on Ryan County. I was just a businessman passing through. Not with papers in a briefcase. Something better. Something better to relocate.
What? What'd you have?
Had me a baby in a suitcase.
What do you mean? What did you do?
I walked toward the far end of the train, where it was just me, and then the creature, and the clatter of the tracks. I stepped out in between the cars.
No.
And as we passed over the river, I flung high into the air.
I've heard of evil in the world, when you and I are flesh and blood. He was just a baby.
He was my son! I did it for you!
There goes our chance for happiness, and all our hopes and dreams. I'll never get to see his face, or know the boy he'd be. I can never go see her again, never look into her eyes again. I can never tell her lies. How could she ever love me now? Ooh, heartache. How could she ever love me now? Heartbreaker, heartbreaker. Look at what you've done to me. You destroyed me. I can never go see her again, never hold her in my arms again. I can never tell her why. You may as well have murdered
liked it. And could I turn it into a humor piece? Well, well, look who walked in. Does he know this place sells intoxicating beverages?
I say he's lonely. Let's go find out. Oh, hell! Boy meets girl. This calls for slow gin fits.
It does.
It does.
I'll have one.
Have you had one before?
I've seen photos.
So, you lonely since you've been here?
Well, every night I have a date with my typewriter.
That's not company. This is what a real person feels like. In case you forgot.
Well, that does feel real.
There's more where that came from.
Come on, don't ring a bell, Lucy.
Here you are. Well, what do you think?
It's sweet and tart at the same time.
Just like Lucy.
It's called a slow gin fizz. But you don't have to drink it slow.
You are a modern woman, Lucy.
A bit.
So you want to be a writer?
Better than that. I want to be a censor.
A censor? Why a censor?
When I was 12, I bought my father a Raymond Chandler history novel. And I was watching him read it when suddenly his face went the color of a rose. He put the book face down, took my mother into another part of the house and shut the door. I got up to see what he had just read, and right there, in the middle of the page was the word Brazier. I thought, this must never happen again. So, now a few nights a week, I take a manuscript home, mix myself a Manhattan, and I search for hidden erotic content. Would you like to try that with me sometime?
Well,
Well, what? You got a girl back home?
I don't know.
Well, don't bring her to Asheville.
Why not?
Because country girls let out under the city lights. Another round.
Really?
You heard the lady?
Ladies, not on a Friday night. All week long, I'm up to my elbows, working away in my 9 to 5. I'm not gonna waste away at home, hitting the town every Friday night. For be another round, for be another round, for be another round.
on my desk. He seems to think it's ready.
Ready?
We're publishing it next month.
You are?
We are.
Miss Murphy, would it be alright if I were to jump for joy?
You may.
Whoa!
Is that the best you can do?
One more time. Whoa! Thank you, Daryl.
Just reminded you that you have a train to catch.
You're leaving.
I'm going to Raleigh on some long overdue personal business.
With a stop in Zebulon to see family. Here are your tickets.
Miss Murphy, that train runs right through Hayes Creek. We could meet there. I could show you all the places I've been writing about.
Well, I've done it for other writers. Mr. Ames, have Lucy put on my itinerary.
Ooh, she's gonna be a little late today. She's under the weather.
Is that in quotes?
Very.
I'm afraid that's my fault. I went to the Shiny Penny last night, and Lucy and I had a bit of a flap doodle.
You love to pull words out of your hat. I have the same habit.
I got that from my mother.
I got it from a desperate need for attention.
Well, I got to do that.
Have you started anything new?
I have. I found him writing more and more about home.
Mr. Kane, it would be easier to get Lincoln off the face of Mount Rushmore than to get home out of the heart of a Southern writer. I'll see you in Hayes Creek, and congratulations. Are these all the files from May 15th, 1924?
They are. The laws are changing this year. These records won't be open anymore. Would you like me to help you up? Again?
That would be so kind. The baby was wearing a
Blue sweater.
maybe in one of the photos.
These photos are in black and white, Miss Murphy. Maybe he wasn't dropped off in Raleigh. Should be trying some of the surrounding towns. Durham has an agency.
He was dropped off here. Kate, you remember anybody else checking for a baby left here on the same date?
Not that I recall. Should there be?
I would think so.
I know this is hard to hear, but maybe he didn't care as much as you.
If there is truth in this world, he cared. Somehow he would have been looking.
Well, it's only me behind this counter for the last 19 years.
Well, then that's a puzzle I should have sorted out before.
Hey, Geraldine, wait for Mama. I'll go on ahead. We'll just walk and meet you there.
Well, the sun does shine in Raleigh.
Hello, Jimmy Ray.
Alice, young Alice,
Not so young.
young forever in my memory.
This is your home. It's nice.
I worked hard over the years.
Those your kids?
In a way, they're my sister's kids.
You married?
No, I never married. Close a couple of times.
Guess I would have heard I followed you.
I know you never married. I paid attention. You did well in Asheville. I had some trips down there. Looked up at your building, never went in though.
Why not?
You moved on. Published Carson McCullers, Adora Welty.
You have been paying attention.
I always paid attention to you, Alice. If I hadn't, I knew I was in trouble.
We were so young.
We were. But I wonder often, was I old enough to have behaved differently? Better?
Yes. When I came to Raleigh today, it wasn't my intention to see you. I was at the Hall of Records with the same woman who's been there for 20 years. And I asked if anyone else had looked for the whereabouts of our child. She said not one. Not one person, not you.
I didn't, Alice.
And you never came to see me. Why?
Oh, Alice, is it better to hope or to know?
Please.
After my father passed away, we discovered it was he who had funded your scholarship.
Why?
To get you out of town. Guilt.
You?
Alice, on the train to Raleigh somewhere in the night, my father took our child and threw him off the train down into the river below. happy little family playing on the porch. If I could lift this spell of darkness, if I could see my way back to I have been blinded. All the lights went dim. Blinded by someone I can't speak of him. I had a vision of how our life would be, full of love and laughter and sweet harmony. I had a vision of how our life would go, all of our kids singing while you play piano. If I could lift this spell of darkness, if I could see my way back to you, I had a vision how our life would be. Everything was beautiful. You were next to me. I had a vision of how our life would go. Everything was wonderful, and I love you so.
Oh, hi Max, how can I help you?
I don't know, Early. I'm walking Ed home after the bookstore closes.
Well, guess what? We just closed. Oh! Oh!
Happy to see you.
For a writer, you're not very good at reading people. What are you doing here?
Margot, you're the first person I want to tell. I'm going to be published in the National Southern Journal.
What? Woohoo! That is some damn news!
I
What is it, Billy?
I think I've seen you in a new way.
What do you mean?
Margot, since I came back from the war, many things have changed in my life.
Of course.
And some things remain constant. Family, this place, Days Creek. But one thing's been both constant and changed, and I wonder, how's that possible?
Anything's possible, people. Oh, what is it, Billy?
Us?
There's an us.
Well, there's if you want there to be.
I don't know, I guess I just never really thought of you that way.
We're supposed to be together. I know I feel it way down deep in my soul. We're never meant to be apart. I keep you here inside my heart. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. I always have, always will, always, always, always will.
We're supposed to be together, it's true. I've had my doubts, but not about you.
We're never meant to be apart. I love you now, I have from the start. I always have, always will, always, always, always will. I always
child. Just as promised.
We're almost the same age now.
I'm a bit ahead of you. So good to see you, darling. I didn't think I was worth the visit anymore.
Oh, Daddy, how can you say that?
Through the years, reasonableness has laid its head on my shoulders, and well, the things I've done in the past don't quite stand up like they used to. You want a glass of water?
Do you have any of that hooch?
I do. So, how long can you stay?
Just one day.
One day, darling. That's a short time to stay alive.
Mama here?
She's with the neighbors. She'll be back, but I'm glad to have you here alone. I talked to your mom, which is not about certain things.
Sounds like you've been making words, Daddy.
Well, you got to around here. Them trees. You know, sometimes it's so quiet you can hear a leaf fall. You can tell a car that leaf by the tiny crisp crack it makes the last on the ground.
I know that feeling. Sometimes I hear the fiddlers in town. I know they're playing the sound of the wind over the lakes back home. What kind of things can you talk to Mama about?
Certainly not about things that occurred 23 years ago.
No, not about things that occurred 23 years ago.
That had to be the most painful day of your life. It was. Wasn't it, sweetheart?
Daddy.
It was.
Yes.
Well, if pain could ever equal shame, I would say I know how you feel. Because what I did that day made it the most painful day of my life.
Thank you, Daddy.
I believe it was the last day my own daddy still had a hold of me, and how I felt after helped me purge him from me. No, I don't ask for forgiveness.
Oh, Daddy.
No, Alice. No. I can't even forgive myself. What happened to the boy? Do you know, Alice?
I do, Daddy. He was adopted by a good family in California, raised with very much love. He's educated and successful, and he's a fine young man.
That's what I wish for him all along.
Maybe your wishes made it so. Let's go inside. The sun is gonna shine again. The sun is gonna shine again. Your daddy knows we're coming?
Oh, he sure does. Hey, Daddy, it's Billy, and put some pants on. There's a lady present.
All right, let me get them on. Hello there, son. I still salute you.
Daddy, this is Miss Murphy.
I know all about you. We're standing on the wrong side of the pole.
Oh, you want a knee high?
Yes, thank you.
Miss Murphy. There's a barber shop in Hayes Creek with your magazine stacked on the settee. We're readers here.
And Billy will be published in its next issue.
I heard. Mary Lee would have been awfully pleased to know that.
Mary Lee.
Oh, that's my mother.
Billy, you got some clothes here, you know that? Good pants and some shirts. You ought to take them on over to your new place.
I could use them, Daddy.
There must be some wonderful stories about your wife, my sister Kay. Maybe Billy should write about her?
Oh, I don't think so. Better take from the whole town with our array of cads and scoundrels.
Hey, look at this. My old mail order plaid, still good. And my old fishing vest.
Well, let me get you something to put them in. Miss Murphy?
How do you like it here?
It's lovely, Billy. Reminds me of Zeppelin in some ways. You must find wonderful repose here, Mr. Kay.
I do.
died young, Billy's only 23.
Mary Lee died last year at 65. She had Billy late in life. That's a rarity around these parts where everyone's married and bearing kids where they can ride a bike. Billy's a box full of clothes in the shed.
I don't want to take up Miss Murphy's time with that. Look what I found. No pair of boots, still good, and my old baby sweater. I want to show this to Margot. What is it?
I know this sweater. I know this suitcase.
How?
My life was born away from me in it.
You say you've seen this sweater before.
I made it.
I knew this day would come.
It's you, as the story is, isn't it, Mr. Kane? It's
Oh,
you.
what are you two talking about, Daddy?
Billy, one evening, I was out frog gigging. I went a little further down the river than I usually go. Now, where are you, fat ones? Me and Ray Lee gonna have you for dinner. There you are, Mr. Toad. Damn it! You made me lose Mr. Ichabod King Toad! I hear you over there. Is somebody there? Anybody there? My Lord, little Moses. Little Moses in the rushes. Good Lord, bangs and bruises. You're in a heap of trouble, little fella. Come on, we gotta get you fixed up. If you came from the sky, then it's the Lord's will that we raise you. But if you came from that train, then somebody didn't want you.
So familiar. I could feel you when you came through the door. So peculiar, like I knew you somewhere before.
What? Oh, she got a notice that there was a special delivery letter at the post office.
If they can send a notice, why can't they just send a letter?
She went over there with Jimmy Ray to pick it up.
She's pretty cozy with Jimmy Ray.
He's attractive, don't you think?
Oh, Lucy, you know I don't know how to judge if a man's attractive.
Yes, you do.
Read the next line.
Oh my lord! Daryl, this is the funniest thing I've ever read. We've got to run it in our humor column right away.
What is it?
It's a hilarious new piece by a writer I've never even heard of, Lillian Jones.
Lillian Jones! Congratulations, Daryl!
What?
Lillian Jones is my new pen name.
Good for you!
Miss Murphy, you have been on a tear lately.
You have, Miss Murphy. May I be frank?
Well, it'll take a while to get used to calling you that, but sure.
I really miss the dark cloud of gloom that you brought to work with you every day.
Oh, all right. Look, everyone's going to find out sooner or later. Years ago, I had a child.
Daryl, you owe me $5.
Well, I found out he's alive and well and raised by another family. He's a fine young man, and it turns out he works for me.
Works for? Oh, my God, it's Daryl!
It's Billy!
When was the last time you spoke to him?
The night he found out, a month now. He hasn't written a call, but he thinks sick time, don't you think?
I'm thinking of taking a trip just to lay eyes on him. I wouldn't know him if I saw him.
Hello?
Oh my God!
Hello!
Hello, Billy Kane.
You're a handsome boy. You must take after your father. Which would be me.
Honored to meet you, sir.
Lucy, shall we go look for that pencil box?
The missing pencil box. Yeah.
Now, where could that pencil box be?
Miss Murphy, I came to apologize.
Oh, Billy, you
No,
don't
no,
have to.
I did. I was selfish. All I thought about was how I was hurt that night, but it wasn't just me, it was every one of us.
Oh, Billy.
So I went to the side of my real birth, a small cabin in the woods.
How did you find it?
Your father loved you very much. He led me to the cabin and told me the story of that awful night. How I was torn from your arms, and I understood the truth walks beside us, like a shadow. One day it merges with us, and until it does, we're not truly whole.
Billy, you are no doubt your mother's son.
Lucy, I owe you an apology too. Perhaps I was a bit misleading.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm Margot. I'm Billy's fiance.
Margot, you are? Well, thanks for letting me know.
Alice, are you going to the wedding?
Well, of course I am. He's my son.
Not theirs. Ours.
Oh, my lord. Lucy, get married on my calendar.
Now that's the Miss Murphy we know and love.
I have a vision of how our life will be.
Rolling like a river, peaceful, wild, and free.
I have a vision of how our life will go. All of our kids singing while you play piano.
And Lucy and I are getting married too. We're not, but wouldn't that have been great?